Hello everyone, welcome to Healthy Bridge Bites. This is Sabina here. We have Saranya Rajendran from Chennai who quit her job to follow her passion. She is a mompreneur and she started Tine Organics following her passion towards organic food. So today we will be talking to her about organic products and millets. So let's welcome Saranya. A warm welcome Saranya to Healthy Bridge Bites.
Hello, Sabina. I'm so happy to be part of Healthy Bridge.
Same here, same here. So, so first of all, how did you start your journey? How and when did
Uh,
Tinai Organic started?
Tine Organics was started like almost 4 years back, which was an initiative what I wanted to do for my kids.
Mhm.
I am a basically IT professional. I have been in HCL for 12 years, and after my first kid, I wanted to get a good food. When I was searching for good food in supermarkets, I did not get good food for her. When I started reading labels, I just didn't want to give any of those foods to her. That is when I started making my own foods, be it a Sarlak or Nestum or whatever maybe. I wanted to replicate it and wanted to make a healthy version of it. That is how it all started. And I started identifying mompreneurs who have these kind of talents, who were making these kinds of healthy food at home.
Mhm.
This is how we started, and then I had a contacts of organic farmers back then. My friends' fathers were doing organic farming,
Okay.
and then that is how I got connects of alternative sugar farmers. That is the one who make brown sugar, and palm jaggery. And these contacts I got, and then I got contacts for pulses and rice, traditional rices as well. These contacts I saved and stored, and I started buying for my own family.
Mhm.
And then I started giving to my close knit, that is my family and my extended family and friends. They were so interested, and they admired so much that we have so many health benefits of giving organic foods to our kids. And also, they were while I started reading, I started sharing things with them, and they also wanted to give only healthy food to their kids.
Mhm.
And this is where we started Thinay Organics. Thinay Organics started only in a closed room. Yeah, it is a two bedroom room in which I
Okay.
stored all these products, and I started giving to my friends and family. That
Mhm.
is how that was an humble beginning of Thinay Organics. Today we have a standalone store in Madipakam, Chennai.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I
So,
have quit my job and I have taken it full time.
okay. So, what was your family's reaction when you said you want to quit the job and you want to start a business? And especially your father's reaction.
That is the thing. There are two types, like mother and father, and my husband.
Hmm.
My husband was the sole reason for taking up. Okay, he knows that I'm not made for IT. I'm
Okay.
not an IT person. He always wanted me to pursue my entrepreneur dreams. So he said that you start the journey. I will support you, whatever it may be. That is how I got the confidence to start to quit my job and take it up full time. Else, Athena Organics would have been a side role for me always. I'm always grateful for whatever support that he has given me. My father and mother was completely against it because they did not like me taking it. The 9 to 5 job which we were doing in IT is like an AC job. We were earning hands full,
Hmm.
no much issues, and we were able to
Risk
handle
free.
family and everything. Everything was very
Hmm.
easy for me, and I was in a very good position in the IT job,
Okay.
and so my mom was not happy. They we were I was from a very lower middle class family, lower poverty line we can say.
Okay.
So they did all that they can to make me study and to become an engineer. So
Hmm.
they were not happy me leaving the job, but I have promised them I this entrepreneurial journey will give them accolades that HCL did not give them.
Okay.
That is how it is. Yeah, that is how I've convinced them.
Okay. Okay. So, in recent times, though millets have been there in ancient times and it's been there for ages, why do you think there's sudden urge, or in recent times millets have become more popular? And especially I feel during pandemic, people are more health conscious, and they are urging towards the natural food, right? What do you think about that?
Millets have been like forever, like our ancestors were mostly millet eating. The next generation, that is our father and mother generation, where all the agricultural revolution, green revolution happened, they actually transferred to mostly to white revolution, and they mostly transferred to rice and wheat.
Hmm.
I would say that that is where the problem started. Even in the rice, they had only the polished, the white variety of rice, and wheat they started to consume so much. This is where so many diseases started arising. In this generation, that is that our generation has started reading why we are prone to diabetes so much, why we are prone to
The
heart disease so
exposure
much.
is more, right?
Yeah, these diseases have actually paved way for us to get more knowledge. The celiac diseases, and there are so many diseases which needed a gluten-free diet also. When we were trying for all that, when we were reading for all that, people read about millets. India is the highest manufacturer of millets, being that we were not consuming it more. But now people have got a more awareness about it, and you were asking me about the pandemic. People read about the what millets are giving us. Millets are giving you high immunity. Other than rice and wheat, millets are giving you high immunity. It is high in fibers. And there are so many things that millets have. That is why millets are being promoted by government as well now. Government also wants to promote millet, and India is going to be the leading exporter of millets as well very soon.
Okay, okay, okay. When it comes to organic, how authentic organic is, and where do you source your products from? And for a layman, how to identify the organic products? And why do you think it's so expensive? Organic products are so expensive.
Yes. Tiny Organics works in a concept of affordable organic. Okay.
Mhm.
When you compare the market prices in Tiny Organics, that is in my shop, the prices are lesser than the market prices. I can vouch for that.
So how do you
Organic
manage
prices,
that when big companies
yeah,
are giving
organic
a higher
prices need,
prices?
yeah, organic products need not be very much highly priced, but there are few things that we have to consider.
Hmm.
When the whole of India is consuming inorganic thing, only a very few people are consuming organic products. When very few people are consuming organic products, we have only very few farmers who are cultivating organic products. So when the demand increases, there will be more farmers who are going to produce organic food.
Hmm.
When there are more farmers who are going to produce organic food, then we will see a price reduced for organic food. The change will start in you and me, that when you all and me all, our family and friends who starts to consume organic food, then maybe the price will come down.
Okay.
When we don't have a middleman, when we start taking products direct from the farmers, we can actually reduce prices. That is how we are doing. I go directly authenticate the product, and I try to build a very good relationship with farmer, and then I try to take my products. So I get an authentic product, and also I get good rates for organic products. And you asked me how to differentiate between the organic products.
Hmm.
You can ask for certificates, but may not all farmers may not have certificates. The
Hmm.
other thing that organic products will be having a very peculiar and very good taste. The
So,
rice or pulses or whatever may be, when you are buying in supermarket, they will be very bland. The spices that you are going to mix only is going to give you taste. But when you are trying to have your organic product, the every rice and every pulse is going to have a specific taste, and it is going to be very good for you. When you start eating organic products, you can even see that your health will be very much good, and you will have a better immunity. Your kids will be having a better immunity, and the traditional rices and millets, or if it goes into your children, and if you are going to start giving them from starting, then it's going to build them a better immunity, and they are going to create a better generation.
Okay. Talking about traditional rices, can you tell us few rices which we have and which you have in your store? Because many people won't be aware of traditional rices.
Yes. The different variety of rices that we have is Karuppu Kavani, Maapillai Samba, Siragu Samba. We have Rajamudi Arisi, we have Sona Masuri, and we have Navara rice. We have there are so many variety of rices. Whatever rices that my customers ask for me, I can actually directly source them from farmers and I can give it to them. I can tell you one or two benefits of the rices that I have. The
Hmm.
Karuppu Kavani rice is like, called as forbidden rice, which is why they have called as forbidden rice is it was forbidden for the normal public. Only the Rajas and Ranis were having those rice in those golden age, ancient age. This rice is highest antioxidant, and if people are going to consume it directly daily, they will not even have cancer. We would not even be having cancer today, which is so prevalent today.
Okay. Okay.
And there is another rice which is called as Maapillai Samba rice. The
Mhm.
name is so funny that why they have named it as Maapillai Samba is it is very highest in immunity.
So for people those who don't know what is Mapillai means groom.
Yeah. The groom who's about to get married, if he starts taking this rice, he gets a very good energy and he also has highest immunity. That is
Okay.
what it is named after. Yeah. In this pandemic, so many people here started buying Mapillai Samba and the Karuppu Kavani here. Karuppu Kavani and Mapillai Samba has gotten great awareness in Chennai and in Bangalore as well.
Okay.
We are preparing health mix with these rices as well. In spite of adding regular rices, we start adding traditional rices and we prepare and give it to our customers. And there is another rice called as pungar.
Okay.
This rice, if the women and the children who are about to get puberty, if they start taking it, the hormonal issues never arises.
Okay.
The women who are very much uh, having this PCOD and other issues, if they are going to take this rice, the hormonal issues is getting subsided. Likewise, we have all variety of rices. Each variety of rice has a specific goodness for this. One rice is good for nerves, one rice is good for your bones. Likewise, each rice is very good, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So when coming to millets, there is like polished and unpolished millets. Like how to identify them? Because now in market, almost all bigger supermarkets are having millet nowadays.
Yeah. The polished and unpolished millets, if you see the millets, you can identify the difference. If you see the unpolished millets, the varag, the samai, everything will be in brown color.
Okay.
If you are going to see the polished millets, the varag or kudo millet will be in extreme white color, and samai will be the little millet that is will be in half white color. These are like polished or semi-polished. The every unpolished millet will be in your dark brown color. The
Okay.
husk will be intact.
Okay. So there is a myth or there is people telling around that millets cannot be polished as they are very small in size. How?
No, millets are polished and milled actually these days. It is like if you see the millets, some millets are white in color, some millets are yellow in color, and some millets are semi-white in color. These are because of the polishing and milling it.
Okay,
This is
why is
happening.
it people are doing polishing, even though it's an extra step to do the polishing and it includes the cost also, right? So why do you think markets and big companies are doing the polishing?
This is an like this is just like the sugar and other things.
Oh,
The white they are actually easily taken by the customers. And the other thing is the polished ones are less prone to pests and insects. Yeah, that is why they are polishing.
okay. So they can store it for a long time, and
Yes,
the
longer time.
colors it will be seen attractive to attract the
Yes,
customers and
yes,
to
yes.
ensure
That is
the.
what happens in rice also, right? The very smaller they are and very whiter they are, the rice is consumed.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Okay, okay. It's just not only they are polishing the millets, they are polishing even the customers' eyes. this one is good and it's for their profit, so the storage can be easily done without any pests or anything. Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, while coming to millet, some people feel dizzy or bloated. What could be the reason?
Okay, for taking millets, we have separate few steps that has to be followed. You cannot directly buy the millet, wash and cook and eat. That is not the correct step to consume millet. When you are going to consume millet, you have to soak it at least for 8 hours, and then you start consuming it. That is how millets has to be consumed. If you are going to consume it directly, it can actually be gassy and people start getting bloated.
Okay, okay. So as it contains high fiber, it absorbs more water, right? If we do not soak, it goes into our stomach and soaks our
and we feel bloated.
Yeah, okay, okay. So can be the water used, the water which we are consuming, sorry, water which we are using to soak, can it be consumed?
Yes, it is high in nutrition. The water that we are soaking is high in nutrition, and so it can be reused for cooking as well.
Okay, so it has a
Dambali and all they prepare, right? They use the water and they prepare dambali.
Okay.
The millet porridge, yeah.
Okay. So the main question is, nowadays it's become very popular, multigrain millets. So is it really advisable to mix millets? And if not, why is so?
No, millets cannot be mixed. It is not good to mix millets. If you are going to take one millet a day, the next day you have to take another millet. If you are going to mix millets, it's not going to be absorbed properly by your body. And if you are prone to specific disease, and if you are going to be taking specific diet, and there is a specific prescription how millets has to be taken. 3 days one millet and the next 3 days the next millet. That is how it goes. You cannot mix one millet
diseases. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what are the millets which can be consumed in summer, and what are the millets which can be consumed in winter?
The ragi is the major millet that we consume in summer. We make ragi gur and all we consume in summer, and in winter times we take kambu.
Okay, bajra.
The pearl millet. Yes.
Okay. Those are staying abroad, like they are not having access to this millets. So if they want to buy in bulk, what would be how can it be stored for a longer time? Because usually organic things tend to get the pest very easily, right? So what are the methods which millets can be stored?
Yeah, we send millets to abroad. Actually, our customers buy and go. What we prescribe is once they get the millets, they could be small pest or something. They have to keep it in sun for some time and then store it in airtight containers. Okay. And there are some customers who have deep freezers. They even store it in the deep freezers, and when they want to use it, they take it out and soak it and then start using it.
Okay, so we can make small. So
storing in airtight is the thing actually.
Okay, okay. So you ship all over the world, right? Or like
yes, we ship all over the world.
Okay, you have customers in Japan and US and other countries also.
Yes, we have customers in Japan, USA, UK.
Okay, okay. So those who want to have authentic organic products can contact Saranya. I'll be giving the information, all the contact numbers in the description box. So Saranya, will you be giving any discounts for our viewers?
Yes, whoever sees this video, tell us a coupon code healthy10 so that they get exclusive 10% off in our whatever purchase they are going to have it.
Okay, that's absolutely great. So can you tell about your products and your best sellers?
Yes, I'll do a shop tour now so that I can explain each product in detail.
Okay, so viewers, this will be a very long video, so we'll make it as a part 2 where Saranya will be doing her shop tour, and you can go through the products, and the link and everything will be given in the description box. You can check it out, and majorly she takes WhatsApp order. So you can WhatsApp her, and WhatsApp catalog is also available. You can go through that and order, and It's a worldwide order. It's not only restricted to India, it's worldwide orders.
And for Bangalore customers, we have a specific logistics in Bangalore for Tine Organics. So we ship 5 kgs for just 100 rupees.
Okay, it's flat 100 rupees
Flat
shipping.
100
That's
rupees. Yes.
awesome. And plus you're getting 10% off. So it's definitely a good deal to get. Okay, thank you, Saranya, for joining us. We'll catch you up in your shop tour. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you, Sabina.
Okay.